Hey everybody, it's Thursday, which means it's another episode of Naturally Unbothered. I am Shari, and this is our guest tonight.
Yeah, you know, it's Vic.
Mr. Vic, the music man.
How are y'all?
Yeah. How's everybody doing? What you drinking?
I am on some rare. Can I curse?
Yeah.
I'm on some rare shit right now.
Okay.
So this is called Contradiction Bourbon. It's really good. I got it from a cigar festival, and it only takes 1 cup. You know, it's strong. So I would suggest that. It's not average. He's not promoting anything. He's not sponsoring anything, but it's really good. You should try it.
Okay.
Yeah, hold up. YouTube, right?
Oh God, don't. Whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good. It's good.
And I'm drinking Azul Peach Margarita.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
with a hint of triple sec in there, so it's really good. It's pleasant. So
it tastes good.
Yeah,
I fucks with it. All right. So what you been up to? You done made any? So if y'all don't know who this is, he has been on the show. I don't know how many times.
Yeah, a few times. I probably dropped in a few times unannounced.
Yeah, he done been on the show several times, and he always be the music man. Him and Sexy Dex. So what you been doing? What's new for music?
Well, right now I've really been trying to work on some like distribution type deals. I have a few artists that I work with, and you know, just working with them, building them up, doing a little artist development. And also I've been trying to do some sync licensing. That's when you deal with like commercials or like any movies, any podcasts, you know what I'm saying? Theme song coming soon. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, that type of, you know, deal going on with music, you know, so that's what I'm really up to right now. That's part of my primary focus right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about what she about to ask me. I don't know. Because I listen to your show, that's why I'm nervous.
You show like a million, like at least 3 or 4 times you done been on our show.
I just play. I love the show.
That's so say we done did 21 questions with you before.
Yes.
You got in your business before, so cut it out.
Okay. All right.
So we're gonna do a shame-worthy topic.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all know when I get on these shame-worthy topics, then I start. Also, it always takes me down a wormhole. But we are shaming, and I'm not going to say my fellow Oklahoman because she is disgraceful. But she is from Oklahoma, and she is just a piece of shit.
I think I know what you're talking about.
So her name is Emma Hancock.
Yeah, I've seen that name come across a lot. I got this little news app on my phone, and I'm just seeing that name. Yeah.
So let me tell you what this bitch did. This bitch, first of all, let me tell you who she is. I'm going to tell you who she is, and I'm going to tell you what the fuck she did. So who she is the daughter of, she is the daughter of the chief of, she is the daughter of the mayor and the wife of the chief of police.
Damn. So it be the ones that you don't think gonna do something. It's the preacher daughter. It's the daughter of the preacher syndrome, basically. Yeah, like
this chick is the mayor's daughter and the police chief's wife. Ask me what she did.
What did she do?
Why she done got caught up sleeping with a 15-year-old?
So, how old is she?
I believe she is, 30.
Got way better.
26.
Got way better things to do.
26. She's 26 years old, and she has decided that a 15-year-old is for her.
That's no good, man. Like, listen, and the fucked up thing about it is, yes, she did that. Yes, on the news. They ain't gonna roast her ass like they should. That shit gonna get swept. That shit gonna get swept under the rug, man. I'm telling you, man. Because there's been instances where, you know, people got caught up, you know, African American, got caught up with something like that. And I'm talking about they nailed them to the cross. You know what I'm saying? Well, and as they should. But keep it consistent across the board, man. Like, this don't show favoritism. Don't be like a slap on the wrist or this, that, and third. I mean, people's livelihood got messed up from allegations and actual facts. But this right here is true facts. That's just my opinion. I feel like it's gonna get swept under the rug, man.
She was a substitute teacher at one of the local schools, and she basically just like, it was a student that she was teaching. She just
what?
She was like, they met via the relationship kind of started in the classroom, but it proceeded onto Snapchat. So she's on Snapchat, like going back and forth and talking to him and stuff like that. And like end up seeing his penis. And next thing you know, they are just in a whole. And of course, he's 15. He's not going to say no to this 26-year-old woman coming on to him. I mean, he gets to brag to his friends like, I got a grown ass woman over here. Sugar mama, you said what you needed.
Yeah, sugar mama. Hey, I don't know why. When I was in high school, I tried to holler at my teachers too, but it never worked. It never worked though, because they had sense. They had common sense. But
okay, how does one try to holler at their teacher? How does it? Tell me, please.
I purposely failed a test so I get help. It's a test that wasn't like a huge percentage, but I knew what I was doing on the test. But I was like, I need like not fail, but I'll probably get like a 73. And I said I need some extra help with this because it is really,
Okay, so she's like, okay, come to my office after class or before lunch, and then after that, what happens?
So I would tell her, thank you so much. I'll give her hugs, but the hugs was like kind of. I think she caught on. She was just like.
Not you over here grooming.
Like, thank you so much.
Not you over here grooming the teacher, sink in your head.
So what? Thank you for this 93. You got me right. So she had common sense. So the tutor sessions ended. You know what I'm saying? So, but we young. We don't know. We look at stuff on TV. We try to experience certain things. We can't wait for adulthood. So we just like, all right, what I'm saying. We have our friends we talk to, like, dang, you seen this so-and-so? Yeah, I did, what I'm saying? But that was in the age where we didn't really have like social media like that. So you really had to kind of work your magic at school.
That's crazy though, for real.
But nowadays, I think teachers involving themselves with their students is a good thing academically. But when it gets to the point where you start getting personal, like taking trips with them, like going here, invite them to your house, that's when your student-teacher relationship kind of begins to be null and void.
Right.
It's just like,
So it says that the student told the police that he asked for her phone number back in October. And that she would text him about assignments and stuff. So like I said, it started off as being a teacher-student relationship. And then they started sending half-naked pictures to each other.
All right, so that's the issue. That's a whole nother issue too. Like, all right, we'll talk about that later. Social media, man. That's another beast. So, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and so are you trying to make me lose my job? Because
why is she replying?
But then right after, she sends him pictures of her in the bathtub.
Okay.
I mean, she got like pictures of her covering her breast, like barely covering her breast with a blanket, and like dimly lit rooms with like the filter. Like with her and the team, she got pictures of them together. Why would you do that?
Like what was her idea? Like what would be their quality time? Like, did she not think about like this is wrong? Like a 15-year-old man? Now think about it, because my nephew, he's in school. He's 13. You know, and he's growing his mustache out. He's got some height. He's about as tall as me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like when I look at my nephew, I see a pure child. You know what I'm saying? Like
But that's your nephew.
Yeah, you know, I just see a kid. You know what I'm saying? Nothing more, nothing less. A kid. I love him to death and everything. But these teachers, man, you know, I don't know what she got going on at home.
So she said, so it's the student said that there was one time he was like sitting in the cafeteria talking to another girl, and she basically texted him and was like, you need to get up from there right now and leave. And he literally got up and left, like, from talking to the other girl. Like she
wasn't having that.
She wasn't having that.
How long was it going on for?
She was aggressive. She was grabbing on him. 5 to 10 times. She allegedly showed somebody else's penis. Oh, she had a penis drawn on her foot. Why was it drawn on her foot?
She had
Do you like my penis? Yeah, it says the witness says she had a penis drawn on her foot in November. And then she asked him, do you like my penis? She is crazy. Yeah. They have 13 videos of her from a Halloween party with her kissing a female and putting her tongue on a fake penis. And she's just wild. This chick was wild. She faces only 4 criminal charges. Only 4?
What did I say? What are the criminal charges?
Okay, so the charges are, let's see, all 3 are felonies.
All 3?
Yeah, she's only getting 4 charges, but only 3 of the charges is related to him.
And what's the other one?
Let's see. She's registered as a sex offender. Violation.
That's wild because
just accidentally clicked off something.
Now, every time you move somewhere, you gotta
felony lewd, indecent acts, and let me see everything. That's only 2. It only means 2.
See how they sweeping on the rug already? Tell you.
She's facing up to 10 years in prison.
Okay. Yeah.
She'll probably get 3.
But every time she moves now, she has to go and be like, hey, how are you doing?
Oh yeah, she definitely has to register as a sex offender.
What's her name?
We are shaming her. Her name is Emma Delaney Hancock.
Hey,
you are a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're a big piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. You can't do that, man.
Shame the fuck on you, bitch.
You can't do it. And here I am trying to find like 43-year-olds and 50-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to reach for the stars. Here people aren't reaching back. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's not all good, but hey, you know, the world is crazy. Like,
it's not good at all.
Yeah. Anyway.
She's disgusting. She disgusts me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shame on you. Shame the fuck on you.
Shame on you. Shame.
So I really wanted to talk about this with Ebony on the show. So I'm probably going to save this next topic just because this is something that is like, that's all she been so disgusted by. Listen, Ebony has almost got us canceled. I don't know how many times about transgender people.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it because like, I don't want to get
canceled.
I don't want to.
You don't be offended.
I don't want that smoke.
You don't want the smoke.
I don't want that smoke, man.
Ebony don't care about the smoke, and so
you know, like
clearly she don't. But they did. So Ebony doesn't have a problem with transgender people. She has a problem with transgender people competing in heterosexual sports, or just not, I won't even say heterosexual, just participating in sports of their new assigned sex.
Ah, okay.
So that's her problem. And it's not with transgenders, it's with the transgenders that participate in these different sports. Like the UFC fighter who recently beat the shit out of a girl, but she was a man. Damn. And she still had her penis. Okay, so this is my thing. This is my stance on it. And I said I was gonna wait, but we already talking about it. My stance on it is, if you still have a penis, I don't care if you're doing the hormones and all that kind of stuff. When it comes to competition, you are still a man. I'm sorry. You have testosterone. You have too much testosterone. You are a male. I'm sorry. That's how I see it. You can at me, whatever. Like one of our listeners said, we don't have enough followers anyway to get canceled, so whatever. But that's my stance on it. Like when it comes to competitions, I don't care. Like love is love. Y'all can love if y'all want. You can be whatever you want. I don't care. But I just cannot condone you beating up on. You're basically beating up on another woman. Like I don't know. I can't. I can't.
Yeah, that is kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm more of a person that, do what you do. I don't have no issues with it, but it's just as far as like the competition, like you said, it's kind of fucked up. It make you think about that movie, Joanna Man, right? I'm talking rubbings.
So y'all, you competing, you're number 200 in the state, in the male department, and so you decide I'm going to be transgender and I'm going to switch over to the women's. You go and compete on the women's side, and you like number one because you're a man. You're number one. Like, oh my God. So like that's the part that I don't agree with. But anyway, so the House basically passed a bill that bans transgender athletes from competing in federally funded women's sports.
So they just did that?
They did.
Okay, cool. So, and
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. But I don't think they should have just did women's sports. They should have just did sports in general, because some of them women don't need to be on the other side either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just period. They should have just, I understand why they did it for women, and I'm protect women. I got it. Because y'all don't be protecting us and care about nothing else when it comes to women. So at least protect us in sports. Okay. Next, can we get some equal pay in sports?
That's true.
Can we get some equal pay in women's sports?
Yeah, that's true. Because I know one player whose salary is like the entire WNBA's budget.
There's not just one person. There's several people that are like that.
Yeah.
So can we get some equal pay? Let's how about that? How about we pass some legislation to get them some equal pay? Yeah. All right, but that's enough about that. But yeah, that's what Ebony, I wanted to know what she felt about that, but she is asleep. Yeah, I just want y'all to know when she come on the show next week and she start her little shenanigans and her little spiel, she is asleep. I already talked to her husband. She's asleep.
Yeah. Still asleep.
She's still asleep.
No, hey.
Yeah.
It be days like that though. Like,
she work at 1 o'clock. Ain't no excuse. She ain't that damn tired. She work from home. She don't have no excuse. That bitch is the shit. No excuse.
Okay.
Not today.
I don't want no smoke with her neither.
Not today. Not today. So you heard about the rapper Designer?
What's going on with him?
That he got caught masturbating on the Delta flight.
No, bro. Was he in the bathroom?
No.
Just in the seat?
In the seat.
So I've never done that on the airplane, but I feel like if you had to do that, go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? They give you time to really do what you gotta do, take a shit, you know what I'm saying? But not in the seat. That's indecent exposure at that point, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely wrong. Do not masturbate in the seat of an airline or a flight, in the middle of a flight, because now you make the person next to you very uncomfortable and you're going to jail, sir. Did he go to jail?
The federal marshals was there waiting for him.
Yeah, you're going to jail, man. You can't do that, man.
Let me see. I got the story.
You never know what's going on with people too. Like, I don't know what he was going through. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have done this, but the fact that he's a celebrity, he got caught up with that. It just blew up. You know what I'm saying?
So apparently he exposed himself like several times.
He got something going on.
He exposed himself several times on the show. On the flight. Mm-hmm. This was like April 17th. Mm-hmm. And it says he exposed himself multiple times, and he was allegedly masturbating in the seat as well. They had somebody in his party to monitor him because that's a violation of a federal law. Mm-hmm. And they moved him to the back of the plane. But just think about this. Now, just say this was a full flight and he got called and they was like, we're going to move you to the back and then give them people the seats that you had in the front. Do you really want to sit in his seat?
Don't want to sit in his seat. No.
Sit in his seat.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he was in first class.
Yeah. You know what's so funny about that? I know people do some fucked up things, but if I don't know about it, I'm good. It's almost like if you outside mm-hmm. and you see a fly land in your cup, mm-hmm. it's like you're going to shoo it away. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't want to see a fly land on some shit and then fly in my cup. I know it landed on some shit somewhere, you know. I know that. But I want to see it land on shit and land on my cup. Then I know it's dead. So I know that he masturbated in that seat. I don't want to be moved right there. So, I mean, out of sight, out of mind, but, you know what I'm saying? Don't move me up there.
Yeah.
Close that seat off, section it off.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
That's shameful, too. That's shameful.
You gonna shame him?
That's shameful, man.
I mean, I'm an advocate for doing what you got to do on the plane. I done gave head on the plane. I done jacked somebody off on the plane.
On the plane?
Yes. Like, I've done some things.
But did you get caught? Exactly.
I've not had sex on the plane yet, like actual intercourse. I'm not. But it's going to happen.
In the bathroom?
No, I'm not in the bathroom. I don't even want to do it in the bathroom. I want to do it in my seat.
So you had sex on the...
I said I have not.
Oh.
I said I have not.
Okay.
But it's on my list. Like,
I thought you said you had intercourse.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I said I have not, but I'm down for it. I'll do it.
That seems dope. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll do it. I'm down for it. But anyway, so when they arrived in Minneapolis, St. Paul, after the flight landed, the FBI was there and everything to arrest him. So he was arrested, and he basically put out a statement that said that he had been on some medication and he had just been going through some stuff. He had been pulled off of, I guess, one of the shows that he was doing overseas. And that's the reason why he was flying back home, because he was kind of having like a mental health break. And so that's what he's blaming it on. But of course, you already know the comments and the people are like, you lying. Everybody, when you fuck up, the first thing you want to do is blame that shit on mental health and all this kind of stuff. And sometimes, I mean, you just don't know what people are going through, is my opinion on it.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
You never know.
Right. You just don't know what people are going through. So I don't know, but I hope he gets help. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Damn.
But if not, if you would just masturbate, just feel like shit. I just felt the vibe.
Yeah, like, I mean, honestly, if you was drunk, bro, just say you was drunk as fuck, dog. You know, drinking is legal. So I was drunk. I was out of my mind. I didn't know what I was doing.
If he was on medication, you know, he was on medication. But I don't really know any medications that just make you masturbate. But I ain't never been on. That's not it's a medication, but that is literally aimed for sex.
Okay.
This man said he was hospitalized and all this kind of stuff over there, and it was a medication they put him on. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to say that there's not a side effect of a drug that cannot induce your libido. I'm not going to say that there's not one, but I doubt he was on one.
Yeah, some shit out there. What's this thing called? Honey something? It's like a honey, People say it all the time. Oh, you was on that honey, and it's supposed to give you like a kind of like a upper sex drive or.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay, we can talk about that.
Yeah, we got to figure that out. What's that about? I don't know.
It's supposed to be like an all natural, aphrodisiac, I believe. I don't know. It's supposed to just get you last longer, harder for longer.
Let's see. Royal honey.
Royal honey. That's what it is.
Royal honey for men.
Yeah. I never tried it before, but I heard some good reviews about it. I'm not big on trying stuff like that because I feel like it's
X-rated honey for men.
I heard it's the truth.
I don't have to order it to see if it works.
I heard it's the truth. I heard that your energy is through the roof. I heard you can stand on your third leg. I heard you can just like, it's the truth. So,
It's got ginseng in it.
Ginseng.
Yeah, improves the libido and erectile.
Word of the week.
Ginseng.
Yes. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Hey, check it out.
You check it out. Y'all know me. As soon as I find out some new shit, my ass is all up in and investigating. So I'm going to definitely check it out.
And another one is Blue Chew.
Oh, yeah, we know about Blue Chew.
Blue Chew something else.
Yeah.
Blue Chew something else. That's a motherfucker.
You did Blue Chew?
Yeah.
Come on, tell us the story.
Oh, Blue Chew is something else, right? Blue Chew.
Sex podcast. Give us the sex.
Blue Chew, my friend, or my friends, is the truth. You should try it. Blue Chew definitely. I mean, she could tell you something and you ready to go. She can touch your neck, you ready to go. She can grab your arm, you ready to go. It's just like, and then you last for like 3 hours, man. 3 hours, literally. Yeah.
But are you able to like come and then keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, because sometimes you take those type of enhancers and you don't ever get yours. You're just hard.
I mean, but the thing is, you gotta have, and some people might disagree, but it's some way you can have some type of control over that. Like mentally, you can have control over that. You know that feeling, you know your body, you know when that feeling's about to come out, you just relax a little bit, you go again, you kind of pull out again, and you go again, then you release whenever you're ready to release. I kid you not, because I thought it was a lie. I have a playlist that's 58 minutes and some change. The whole playlist played, and another playlist started playing. That's how I knew it was real. That was over 58 minutes. I weigh 310 pounds. 58 minutes ain't in my in my DNA right now. But that shit there, definitely a playlist and something, for real. And then when you ready to go, you ready to go. But with that, it's all up to her to say, all right, that's enough. Because I heard too long is too long sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to talk shit about like, oh, you only lasted 10 minutes, there. This shit is over an hour. And it got to a point that you was like, all right, bro, that's enough. I'm done.
I mean, were you drilling her for 58 minutes or were you like a little bit of everything?
A little bit of everything.
Oh, she should have been rolled that one out.
Yeah. But she did, you know what I'm saying? But she was like, all right, she gave me that look like safe word, pineapple, was like, all right, whenever you're ready, type, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I would have did the whole 3 hours. I would have kept going until it was soft.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Watch your heart rate. Because like, if you keep going, that shit, you
felt like your heart was about to come out your chest.
Yeah, you don't want to get to that point where, make sure you can go. There are prerequisites for it. You have to make sure that you're able to go up at least 2 flights of stairs. That's what it asks. Can you go up 2 flights of stairs without being winded? Are you able to run a half block down to come back?
The drug can't run a fucking half block.
So like that's it. Like when you get on the drug, it makes your heart rate speed up a little bit because it's pumping blood right there. You know what I'm saying? So, but definitely be careful with it. I got the lower dosage. I think there's a 90 millimeter, and then there's a 30 milliliter. 30 or 60. I got the 30. For sure.
90 is for that motherfucker who just won't do nothing. That
motherfucker just like, or somebody who just crazy as fuck just want to go for 5 hours. Like,
nah, that man dick don't work no more. That man dick is just done. That man.
But that's it. It's something else though. But I've never tried the honey one. But
okay,
the blue chew is something else.
I'm gonna order it. Y'all know. Y'all watch me. Y'all know I will order a toy. I will order anything just and try it out.
Yes, you should get blue chew to sponsor you.
We've been trying to get them as a sponsor. I think we just a little bit too much for them.
I mean, yeah.
We've been trying. But, it is what it is.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, Royal Honey. Y'all, Royal Honey VIP is the name of it.
Yeah, Royal Honey VIP.
Yeah. So, if anybody gets it, y'all know. Leave it in the comments. Yeah. Tell me, whatever. But I'm going to order some and y'all order some. And I'm going to order some for Ebony because her ass ain't never going to order shit.
I ain't tried it, so I don't know.
Definitely going to order that. Thanks for that little tip.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I gotta put people up, you know what I'm saying?
Put me on some new shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put me on some new shit.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers
to Libido.
All right. So this topic that we're gonna get into today, it all stems from Marques Houston.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So if you guys have been watching any type of celebrity news, you know that Marques Houston has he's been all in the news because his wife is like 20 something years he's 20 something years her senior.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically started dating her. He says when she turns 18. They met before that, but he didn't start dating her until she was 18. But word on the street is that's a lie.
Yeah, because this seems kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie.
You start dating her like right when she turned 18.
Yeah. How old is he?
42?
42.
I believe.
And she's what, 22?
24?
24?
Yeah, let me look. He's 41.
41, and she's 24?
Yeah, it says they started, it says that they, in 2020 is when they started dating. He was 38.
2020.
And she was 19.
Remember 2020? 2020 was when? That was COVID-19 times.
Mm-hmm.
He was out of their mind. He was bored. He was locked up in their house. Niggas was making songs about being on quarantine. And I guess he was just like, fuck it. Like, I don't know. So, but he started dating her at 19, right?
That's what he says.
So he never
But then there's another little there's another story that I have found prior to this that they met when she was 17, but started dating when she was 18. Now this says 19. He married her at 19.
Okay.
So.
And how old is she now? 24, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they've been married for 5 years.
Right. No, 3 years.
If he married her at 19 and
she's 22. You were right. 22. Okay, you 22. Had it right. 22.
Okay, she's 22. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that you can't just meet somebody and then start dating them and then get married, because you can't. But what are the chances that you met somebody at 18, married him at 19?
Mm-hmm.
So I believe they met at age 17.
You know, so fucked up. Ain't that the legal age to start talking to somebody in Georgia? I think 17 is
the age of consent.
Yeah, that's so weird, man. Who did that? Who passed that?
First of all, do you know before that it was like 14?
Oh yeah, I know.
This is Georgia.
We're talking about. Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
I know that.
Like
yeah.
17. That's a woo. Because
That's what that lady.
This is Georgia.
What's her name?
Emma.
That's what she thought it was.
Emma Hancock.
She was on that time.
It's 16 in Oklahoma.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
You can get married to a grown-ass man?
No. Age of consent. That's the age of consent to have sex.
For the adult?
It's just age of consent.
That's that. You know how many?
I don't think that it's ever a legal age to have sex with a child. Period. But there's always an age of consent. So,
but for some strange reason, I feel like people are pushing towards that. Like all these laws and all these bills that are getting passed, and it seems like somebody has an agenda somewhere.
I ain't gonna say that half of them is sexual predators, but they be sexual predators. Like a lot of these motherfuckers that make the rules.
Yeah.
They sexual deviants in some kind of way.
Yeah. It be
not everybody. I'm not saying everybody, but there are some, and y'all know there's some. We're not gonna sit around here and act like a lot of these motherfuckers is making rules and laws about folks are not sexual deviants, because they definitely are.
Yeah. There's some shit going on out there. There's some shit going on. That's all I say.
My question is, how old is the youngest you've ever dated since you were an adult? And I'm saying, and I'm going to say age 18, since you were 18 years old, because that's the legal age of saying that you're an adult. What is the youngest you've ever dated?
Let me see. Let me think. I got to do some math real quick. I think I was like 26, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was 26 years old. And I dated somebody that was 19.
Okay.
And we're in college. It was in freshman year in college. And, I've been through my round of college, dropped out, came back, changed my major. And, I was in school. Before I graduated, I was in school for 7 years. And, well, not technically in school, but I dropped out for 2 years, came back. Mm-hmm. So my start to finish was 7 years. Mm-hmm. Actually, in school was like...
So when you were dating her, is this when you were back in school?
That semester I was graduated when I met her.
Okay.
And then I came back for homecoming, and then we met up again, and then we just went on a date, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I was 26, she was 19.
And how did that relationship go?
Well, it was nice, you know what I'm saying? She was dope, you know what I'm saying? She was in school, she was a freshman. She was a sophomore by then when we met up again. Mm-hmm. She's a dope person, very educated. It was about her school and about her books. She liked to turn up with her friends. I think the thing was, I was just at that age where I was starting to really, really grow up, you know what I'm saying? Getting a career, finally. Mm-hmm. I was working all the time. I'm not on campus like that, so it's the idea of like, oh, you're on campus around these niggas. I know niggas because I was a nigga back in high school, well, in college. Greek life. And I just know I know what type of time people was on back then. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, she was a good girl. But my mind as an adult was just like, all right, now what's going on out here? You at this party, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? I was never the insecure type, but it was just like, okay.
You guys were like in two different worlds, like
exactly.
19 and 26. Like, I don't even know, like, what's the conversations like? Like,
I think I was on my type of conversation. My type of conversation then, that's when I started learning about investing. That's when I started learning about, careers. Mm-hmm. I was learning about putting my money into the right type of accounts. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to be like, hey, you need to start doing this stuff.
At a night to a 19.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then she was like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not Taco Bell money. I'm going to invest my Taco Bell money.
I'm about to put this shit on some drinks, you know what I'm saying? But I said, no, you should really put this in. And it was just like, it was incompatible at first. But after a while, I think we found our groove. So I think when you date out of your age range, you have to really find a groove at first, because you're really going to be on two total wavelengths, two totally different wavelengths.
I don't know. That's just too vast for me. Mm-hmm. But I will say that when I was younger, I did. I dated all grown men, and many of them did not even know how old I was. Like, me and Ebony have had this discussion. Like, I lied to so many people about how old I was when I was like an early teenager. I'm talking about like as early as like 13, like saying I was 16, because, you know, and it wasn't even because my friends were older. We were all like a year, no more than a year apart. So I don't even know, but yeah, we was dating, dang, it's his birthday too. We dated all kinds of people. I don't know how my phone just called.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's his birthday. I gotta say, tell him happy birthday, Oklahoma. Anyway, but I dated all kinds of people. Like, that was just, I was too young to be dating. And my brother didn't condone it. If he was like, you can't date nobody that's more than 3 years older than you. Yeah. And I was like, but they don't got cars, and they don't got this, and they don't got that, and I like to get up and go, and they don't got money. Like, I need them to buy me stuff. And so, so I used to tell dudes, I'd be like, yo, we going to my house, you about to meet my brother, you better tell him that you, whatever 3 years older than me was, that's how old they were. Yeah, it didn't even matter. And so I used to tell them, I'd be like, if you tell them how old you really are, it's gonna be over. And they're like, oh no, you know, some dudes, I'm gonna tell him, I ain't nobody scared of your brother. So this one dude, I really liked him. My brother was like, yo, man, how old are you? And he was like, oh, I'm 21. He was like, my sister 15.
That's wrong.
What you mean?
That's very wrong.
21.
Yeah, you should have, like, no, you can't.
Well, I lied to this man about how old I was. So, I told you, we used to lie. We used to lie about how old we were.
So how does that work? So, like, let's just say, you know, that's why I date. Like, I'm dating way older now. But, so now, if you lie to somebody and you tell them that you're 18 and you're really 15, because, you know, nowadays,
it's different. Well, I look the same. I didn't never look whatever the hell I was lying to people about. Like, I've always looked young as fuck. Like, always. Like, still right now to this day, when I be like, oh, I'm 45, they be like, 45? What? Like, I've never looked my age ever. Never. So
how does that work? Like, if you lie to somebody and then they get caught up, they're like, well, she told me she was.
Well, I don't know. Nobody ever got caught up. And a lot of people didn't even know. So this is a story that you don't know, but like, one of the guys that I dated, he was literally like my second boyfriend. Mm-hmm. He was my second or third boyfriend. Anyway, but I just like was infatuated with him. And me, like, he was grown. Mm-hmm. He was grown and everything. I think he was like, he might've been 20 or 21. Mm-hmm. And this was before I had my son. So I was like 13 or 14 years old. I really want to say I was 14. And I was dating him. Yeah. Yeah, because my son wasn't born. So yeah, I had to been dating him when I was like 14, and he was at least 20. He was at least 20. He could have been 19, 20 years old. He was one of them. I don't think he was in high school, so he was either 19 or 20. And so he and I, to this day, we are not like the best of friends or anything like that, but we still are cool. Like, we don't talk on a regular, but we have talked. And I didn't tell him until maybe 6 or 7 years ago. Mm-hmm. He just found out how old I really was. Yes. Me and Ebony was on a road trip.
He fell away?
And yeah.
You could have got me arrested, young lady.
Yeah. But he was definitely one of those guys that I said, hey, you better not tell my brother how old you are, because if you tell my brother how old you are, it's going to be the end of us dating. Mm-hmm. But dudes used to think I was playing. So my brother would like literally physically remove me from the situation. Mm-hmm. Like, literally, I mean, pick me up, take me to the house, and shut the door. Like, hell no.
I commend your brother.
Like, he used to do that shit. So I'd be like, as soon as he'd be like, how old are you? man, I'm 21. My brother be like, he don't even say no words. He'll just grab me, pick me up, take me house, shut the door. He'll be like, you better never talk to him no more. He's 10 years and 6 months older.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
he felt like he was my daddy. He still like think he's my daddy.
25 age range when he was handling business for you. Yeah. Hey, I commend you, brother. Hey.
He wasn't playing that shit.
Move. Yes.
Yeah, and then the other thing was we weren't allowed to we weren't, even though I had like all the freedom in the world, like my mom didn't, I didn't have a curfew, like my mom didn't give me a whole lot of restrictions and stuff, but the one rule that she had was you are too young to date. So if you do date, it has to be a group date. So if you didn't have a friend for one of my friends, we couldn't go out.
Who said that?
Yeah, my mom was not having it. We had to go on group dates. I did not go on no single date. It was no you picking me up and then picking my friend. No, you got to pick both of us up, and it got to be you and another friend. Like my mom was like, I don't know if she felt like we was gonna do less dirt because it was two of us. I don't really know, but I wasn't allowed to date, like go on dates, like like just me and the dude.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's unacceptable, man. Because like at this point, because I know how older guys think. They're trying to get busy.
It didn't matter if it was a teenage dude. It didn't matter who it was.
Oh, okay.
You are not going on a date by yourself. You are young. You are too young to be dating by yourself. Yeah. So, and that's crazy because, like I said, I didn't have any rules. I didn't have a curfew. Like I didn't have a curfew. I would just come home. The sun be coming up, and my friends walking in the house like we didn't have no curfew.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say this. I had a curfew, but it was like real lenient. They were like, okay, this is what time we want you to come in. But if you decide to come in after that, you just have to understand, like, you want to try to be respectful. I was like, okay, cool. And some nights I was like, hey, can I get an extension? This, that, and thing. Communication was key. So, okay, yeah.
I didn't have none of that.
Communication wasn't key.
No, who was at the communicate? My mom be for the streets too. It was nobody to communicate with. But when I was at my granny's house, my granny was like, well, one time my granny got off work at like 1:00 in the morning. So she would get home about 2:15-ish. Mm-hmm. And one time me and my homegirls, we came home after she got out of work. And my granny was like, if your mama give you a curfew or not. But I know when I walk in the door, your ass better be here. So when I was at my granny's house, I knew I had to be at home at least by like 1:30. At least by 1:30. Yeah. But as long as I was there by 1:30, but this is the crazy part. If I was at home by 1:30 and all my friends, and I think because I was such a tomboy, they didn't really bother me too much because I was a huge tomboy. Mm-hmm. But I could have it could be a house full of folks. It could be like
your grandma's.
As long as we was at the house, my granny didn't care. They didn't care.
And I feel that because sometimes people just want to lay eyes on you, just to make sure you're good.
Yeah.
It's crazy out there. People get kidnapped. People, and look, that's another story. People getting kidnapped out here.
Right.
People are getting attacked. It's just people on drugs.
It's a different climate. Yeah.
Right. That whole Florida shit. Look, she's gonna lay eyes on me. And I feel her. Yeah,
but she was like, when I get home, you better, I know you don't have no curfew, but when I get home, you better be in this house. Mm-hmm. And so even if we was on the porch, when she pulled up, like my granny never was like, come in the house, okay, it's enough, send your friends home. Yeah. She never was like that. I needed to be at home. But I know me and my friends drinking on some motherfucking Mad Dog 2020, busting up in the house at 3 o'clock in the morning, walking in the house. My granny was like, what the fuck? And we loud and drunk.
What you know about
like 14 years old.
14? I didn't have my first drink till I was in college. I was 18 years old.
Good for you. Mm-hmm. The one thing I am glad that I was not, it wasn't that I wasn't introduced to drugs. I'm just glad that the people that I hung around with and the people that even the men that I was hanging out with, they weren't doing drugs. Yeah. So because, I feel like I would have never done drugs because of the climate, there was crack time and stuff like that. I don't feel like I would have done drugs. Like I had friends that smoked weed. I didn't do any of that kind of stuff, but I would drink, you know. So, but yeah, we used to get fucked up on some Mad Dog, some Cisco, some Boone's Farm.
What kind of Cisco?
It's basically like that.
Okay.
And some Brass Monkey, which is like the first Alizé.
Ooh, which I know about Thug Passion.
That was like later. That's like in the 2000s.
Yeah, well, that's still good though. You gotta realize I was born in the 90s.
Yeah, you're right.
1990. And you know,
Right.
Thug Passion, you saw the yellow bottle of Alizé and Hennessy, right?
Right.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, but before there was Alizé, there was Brass Monkey. And there's an actual song, you know, the Beastie Boys.
Brass Monkey?
Yeah.
Brass Monkey.
It's basically, I still have a bottle of it too. It's in my storage.
It's not open.
No, it's not open. I found it at I was traveling somewhere, pulled over, and we went in the liquor store for something, and they had a bottle, and I still have it. It's so old. It can't be good, but it's still, I still have it.
We gotta drink that.
No. Shit back in probably the early 2000s, and I still have it. Like, and that shit is from like the 80s.
Yeah, no. Put that in the picture frame.
Yeah, I'm not drinking that shit, but I do have it. It's like a conversational piece at this point.
It is.
I'm not drinking that shit. That shit probably so potent.
You just literally put it on the table and just you know.
I don't know. It's been to other countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I travel. I mean, I've lived all over this world, and
That's true.
It's been everywhere. That bottle is still standing. It's in my storage right now. I just seen it the last time I was here.
Can you take a picture of the sentence? I just want to see it. All right, yeah. I can look it up on
Google.
Google.
But yeah, I still have a bottle of it. But anyway, it was like the first Alizé, because that's what it tastes like. It tastes just like Alizé.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, we used to be fucked up, and then my sister used to give us this stuff called Purple Passion.
Okay.
And it was like a purple haze type of cooler. So like, yeah, we used to be fucked up, and then because I'm the youngest of all these grown ass adult siblings, I mean, I got a little brother too. We're like 11 months apart, but between me and him, we would stay fucked up.
I want to try Purple Passion.
Yeah, I don't even know. I've never seen it anywhere before.
That must not be some other.
Well, we have to see, but it used to be so fucking bomb. Like, me and my friends be like, oh, my sister be like, oh, we having a house party. We used to be like,
Purple Passion time.
she's like, I got y'all some Purple Passion. We used to be like, yeah, we literally used to just sit in the kitchen on the floor and drink our Purple Passion and just watch them party. Like, wow. We should just sit in the cut. Like, we'll find a spot against the wall. Me and my friends, we just sit there and just drink our little bottles and laugh at the adults.
Okay. What was I doing at 14? I think I was watching Dragon Ball Z. Riding bikes. You know, I didn't get exposed until I was in college. Man. I knew of it in high school, but
yeah, by the time I got to college, I was over it. Like,
you know.
I went to school. I went to college to go to college. Like, I went to college to learn.
You closed that. I opened that one. Right.
No, I didn't. Well, actually, when my cousin went to college, that's when I went to college. Because when she went to college, I was like, woo! Like, me and my cousin Sonia, my cousin Keisha went to the University of Oklahoma.
Hey, Sonia.
And and me and so Sonia is older than Keisha. Keisha's 2 years older than me. So when Keisha went to college at OU, me and Sonia went to college too. So we were there so much, and she was lucky her freshman year. She had a dorm and didn't have a roommate. So she just had a whole extra setup. So me and my cousin Sonia would go down every Friday. We'll be in Norman, dressed up. We'd be at all the frat parties. We'd be everything. Like, we would be doing everything. We'd be 100%. And so to the point where I was in high school dating college dudes that thought I went to school. Like, still, they thought I went to school with them.
That's why I don't go to parties, right? Because we be kids there, bro. And then I'll be down.
Terrible. We was terrible. But I had a great childhood.
Man.
That's why I had to make sure that my kids weren't doing none of the shit that my asses was doing. No, you can't go there. Who's gonna be there? No, because I already knew my ass was out of control. But I was very, very controlled. Mm-hmm. But if I would have lived up to how I was living, I would have had about 20 kids and everything, but I had cousins for hoes. My cousins were some hoes. And their reputation used to just be out there. And I couldn't have my reputation.
I feel that, yeah.
So that's
class with it. You know
so that's the only reason why. Because I was like, because my mom be like, there's certain things that you can't get back. You can't get your virginity back.
You can't. That shit gone.
Once you give it up, you can't give it back. Mm-hmm. And it only take one time to get pregnant.
One time.
And then the other thing she told me was your reputation.
Yeah, boy.
It don't matter if it's tainted, it's gonna be tainted. So you gotta try to preserve your reputation.
That's fucked up.
And and I used to be in high school and they'd be like, "Oh, you such a hoe." And I'd be like, "Tell me one person I fucked."
They said that to you?
Oh yeah, they used to say stuff like that. Yeah, because
like blatantly just say, "Oh, you a hoe."
I mean, when you get into a female.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, damn, y'all just dishing out like, "Oh, you a hoe."
But I mean, I'm not gonna say that I ran with a bunch of hoes, but some of my friends was friendly.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, but I just wasn't fucking like that. Like I just didn't. That just was not me. And so, but I did run with friendly chicks, and so they be like, "Oh, you friendly? Oh, your cousins is friendly."
Was that the code word?
That's what I'm just saying. It's friendly, y'all.
I'm gonna use that next time. I'm gonna are you friendly? So yeah, I'm very friendly. Oh, me too.
Friendly are you?
Friendly.
Yeah, so I mean, they was a little free.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I just wasn't. So I was just like, I don't give a fuck if they all having sex. I ain't having sex. Yeah. So yeah. And then I was the one that got pregnant.
Okay. I mean, but you gotta realize they're experienced, they're professionals. You can't
pregnant on my second time.
Yeah, you're not a professional.
But listen, let me tell you, I was responsible. I was like, I told my older, because I have 2 older sisters. I was like, hey, I think I'm ready for sex. And they were like, okay. So my big sister took me to Planned Parenthood, got me on a pill. Was like, don't have sex for 30 days because you need the pill to kick in. Don't miss a day. Said, make sure you take it at the same time every day. Like my sisters like got me ready. So I was responsible, and I still got pregnant.
But you're not a professional.
My friends were skilled professionals. So they asses got pregnant on purpose because they didn't want me to go through it by myself. Yes, Ebony did.
That's
and
dope.
My friend Mitzi.
But
we have like a whole pregnancy pad.
Okay.
If any of us gets pregnant, so our parents won't kill the one. If we all get pregnant together, they can't kill all 3 of us. Like we thought that was our logic as teenagers.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like your mama can kill you and her because this was back in the day when it was okay for my mama to beat your kid and so on and so forth. Like you might get 3 ass whoopings.
Yeah, the community ass whoopings.
Community ass whoopings. Like it was okay back then. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we did. We made a whole pregnancy pad.
Okay. I feel it. Okay.
Ridiculous.
I respect it. That's dope though. That's friendship right there.
Listen, when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, y'all, please don't do this. This was stupid. Don't do this. And they asses did.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought you were about to say, you guys, I got pregnant. Please get pregnant with me. That's what
I begged them not to. I was like, please don't do this.
And they was like, fuck it, I'm getting pregnant too.
They asses all got pregnant.
That's solid. That's 10 toes down.
They all got pregnant. Now, they didn't have their baby. Like one of them had a miscarriage, and then the other one got an abortion. But they did get pregnant. But they did get pregnant with me.
That's friendship.
That's ridiculous.
Scratch ginseng for the word of the week. Friendship is the word of the week.
Friendly friendship.
Friendly friendship are the 2 words of the week. All right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I don't got nobody like that.
You don't got nobody? No.
Hey, I get somebody pregnant, they're like, be ready, bro. That's what they're going to
do. Your mom ready for you to have a baby?
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, because you're her baby, so.
She is definitely ready for me to have kids. But she said, "Man, at your own time." That's code word for
hurry the fuck up.
You 33. You know, my mom's so nice. She don't curse. She don't do nothing. She don't do nothing. She don't drink. She don't do nothing.
Like, I'm 70. I need some grandbabies. Because does she have any? Oh,
yeah,
wait, your sister.
My sister.
Your sister.
But he older now. Like, all her grandkids are, like, older now.
Okay.
She wants, like, an arm baby. She wants, like, a baby from her baby. I said, Mama.
I'll bring my grandbaby over. She can.
Okay. And my mom is so caring. Like, she's just like.
He's so cute.
Man.
I got a new grandbaby.
Yeah, congratulations.
No, thank you.
Congratulations.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
He's like 5 days old today. He's so cute.
Yeah. You're going to be a great grandmother. You know,
Noni.
Okay.
I'm a Noni.
I'm sorry. Noni?
Noni.
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 You're going to be a great Noni.
I am.
Yeah.
My other two are pretty content. My grandson did not like it. I just didn't. I guess I never thought that they would care that it was gonna be a new baby.
Yeah.
Because they've been knowing she was pregnant the whole time. So I didn't think it was gonna be anything. So we're like, oh, I'm FaceTiming them so I can show them the baby. Mm-hmm. My granddaughter was like, yes, baby. Mm-hmm. And then my grandson was like, yeah. And I was like, oh.
So you got sort of 3 grandkids right now?
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
He was like, he just walked off. Like, and then after that, because him and his sister stand in solidarity. So when she seen he was disapproving of this new infant, then she was like, forget that baby. But then I was like, when you come, are you going to hold the baby? She was like, oh yeah, I'm going to hold the baby. But yeah, she was trying to stand with him. And I'm like, oh, but I didn't think about it. My daughter was like, Mom, he's about to be 9 years old. He's only had you. He ain't never had to share you with anybody but his sister. Yeah. So now it's a whole nother baby. Like they haven't had to share their grandparents with anybody. That's true. They're the only grandkids. Yeah, that's true. Then that's on both sides of the family. So they've not had to share their grandparents or their aunts and uncles. Like, these are all our aunts. We don't have to share them with nobody. So I was like, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, my grandson was like, fuck that baby.
I ain't gonna lie, when I was little, I had my little cousin. He just called me just, I'm not gonna call back, but he said, when he was born, my mom was holding him. And they said, when I walked up to my mom, I was like, give him back. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, did I say that for real? And that's my road dog to this day, but it's just like, I was like, give him back. Give him back. This is my mom right now. And I was like, oh shit. But I was like 3 or 4 years old saying that. Hey. And I remember being 3 and 4. I just don't remember saying that.
You remember being 3 and 4?
I do. I remember all that. I got the good ass memory. I remember getting my diapers changed. All shit.
Yeah. I remember getting your diapers changed.
Oh, man. It's like certain things around me. Like, I remember certain toys I had. And it reminded me of certain situations. It's spotty, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely remember that. But I don't remember me saying, give him back. That was just like terrible of me to say.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I feel bad.
All right. So do you have any questions or anything that you want to ask our listeners or ask me for the show? Like anything, what you got?
How do I get a sugar mama?
How do you get a sugar mama?
How do I approach the sugar mama? Because sugar mamas are known to be the ones that take care of you. But at the same time, I feel like I'd be a great person for a sugar mama because
you're a great recipient.
Yes, because the thing is, I make sure she's good too. But I just want a sugar mama. I just want a sugar mama to be like, hey, come to this event with me, and then when the event is over, we go turn up a little bit. You know, she showed me the conservative side and the. You know.
So this is the thing.
How do I approach a sugar mama?
I know, but first we got to see what kind of sugar mama you're trying to get. Now, are you trying to provide the sugar for the sugar mama, or you just want the sugar mama to provide you with the gifts and the sugar?
I don't need gifts because I'm very I handle my own.
So then, what do you want the sugar mama for?
I want a sugar mama who could just surprise me one day with something. She pull up. Well, I got your favorite. I got some Grand Marnier for you. And she just sit up my bar. And I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, hey, I'm ready to eat. Or I'm at this restaurant.
And you don't feel like there's like girls in your women or ladies in your age range that will do that? Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
It's all good. That's why my question is, how do I find a sugar mama? So the thing is,
you have to put yourself. So my answer to your question is, you have got to surround yourself in environments where sugar mamas are.
Where sugar mamas reside. That's where I need to be.
Where they reside. Where the sugar mamas reside.
And I want to be there. And the thing is, it's cool. I met somebody before. She was too advanced for me at one point. I wasn't ready for it. And I tell the guys out there, you have to be ready for a sugar mama. Because it's certain expectations she expects for you too. But at the same time, she doesn't mind taking care of you sometimes. And I don't mean don't use her. But just be like, you got your own shit, I'm saying? I'm like, hey, pull up to the house, I'm saying? I'm over here chilling. And she'll pull up and she have food in her hands already, what I'm saying? I'm like, cool, it feels good to be taken care of sometimes because I'm the type that take care of my significant other, for sure. 100%.
And you have an older mother.
I do. And I know she will not approve, but it's all good. She doesn't have to know about it. She don't got to know about that.
No,
very old.
You have an older mother because the things that you're asking for is something that your mama would do. She would come over with a hot plate.
Am my mama's boy?
You are? She'll bring you a hot plate. Y'all have a standing.
Wow.
Y'all have a standing date.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you and sugar. We
do have a standing date. Me and my mom go shopping on Wednesdays.
Yeah, y'all have a standing date. Yeah. Y'all spend the whole little day together.
We do.
Eat, go grocery shopping, hang out.
So crazy. I took last night.
You put the groceries up at your house, and then you go over there and put her groceries up with her, and y'all got a whole day.
Oh, you're a psychic. Because you hit it.
I was like, so you are definitely a mama's boy to that extent. I'm not saying to the point where it's just ridiculous, but I'm just saying so you want a sugar mama that's gonna be like, bring me a hot plate. What you say? I'm over here kicking it. She'll come over and bring me a plate.
Yeah, it's like give and take, you know what I'm saying? So
are you giving her the sugar or not?
I can provide some. But I don't want to be the one I've lived my whole relationship life in a lot of giving.
No, you know what I mean for sugar. Are y'all fucking? Are you fucking the sugar mama?
Absolutely.
Oh, it's different. You don't want a sugar mama. You want a relationship with a mature woman.
No, see, you using the word relationship very loosely. So let's define a relationship, because relationship means many things now. Do I want a girlfriend?
No, I didn't say you wanted a girlfriend.
Okay.
I said you want a relationship with
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And you know how dope it is to be able to just, and I'm not telling nobody about her. Like my friends, I don't do that whole, hey man, our cougar coming over. No, I don't do all that shit. I'll be like, hey, look.
Do y'all really say that? Do dudes really say that? My cougar's coming over?
My cougar coming over.
Oh, that's terrible. That's drastic. Don't say that no more.
That's it. But it's for me. It's for me to know. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll be like, hey, they're like, well, who she is? Bro, my cougar coming. Just chill. I don't kiss and tell.
Okay.
And then when she comes over, like, how was last night? I was like, oh, wait, that shit. Knowing that shit was a blast. But I was like, nah, we ain't did shit, bro. She wasn't on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep that shit low. So if all the sugar moms watching, I'm pretty sure my app is going to be in the bottom of this. You know what I'm saying? Vic The Bodyguard, if you haven't found it. Producer extraordinaire, top 100 Billboard gospel achiever. You know what I'm saying? Like, just... And
go ahead and give out your resume.
You know what I'm saying? My resume?
Tell them how to catch you on social media.
Man, catch me on social media. Catch me on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube. Type in Vic, everything's spelled correctly. Vic The Bodyguard. Not the. Vic The Bodyguard, okay? VICTHEBODYGUARD. Okay? And it's so funny how I came up with that name. I was just trying to find a name, and that shit just came out naturally. Vic Bodyguard. Find me on social media. I'll follow back.
And he can serenade you with some music till he makes music.
Man, I could write a song about you. I wrote a song about her.
He did.
Yeah, can we talk about that encounter?
No, we already did that before.
We did? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, I wrote her a song.
Yeah, we already did that before.
Yeah, she was the first older person to break my heart.
I told y'all I'm mean with the friend zone. When we gonna be friends, we gonna be friends.
Yeah.
Friends.
And I think that's my issue because I start off like super friendly, like real talk. Like I just be like cool, and then I guess months later I'll be like, it was like nope.
Like we've been friends this whole time,
No,
bro.
right?
But
you can't fault me. You know what I'm saying?
For this.
I don't know. It's been a long ass time. I think I met you back in. It wasn't right when I started work. I was at Jalapeno. It was 2018 area, 2017, 2018.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it had to be 18.
Yeah, 2018. Yep.
Yeah. So 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So this is definitely my drinking partner.
Yes, definitely. Number one kick it. But even though I had to put you on blast today.
What happened?
Because like I told you, you half-fast friended me. I didn't even know stuff.
Oh,
You had things in folio.
Well,
I didn't even know.
Well,
Half-fast friend.
No, me and her gonna catch up later. But yeah, it was some shit. You know how you go through some shit. It's just like
it's all good. I ain't gonna hold it against you.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we definitely got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
We'll get over Wet Willies.
Over some daiquiris.
Over some daiquiris.
All right, y'all. We thank y'all for joining us. You know, fuck Ebony today. Just today.
I love you, Ebony. You know, I would love to talk to you today, but you know,
she gonna be mad because she was so excited because you know you like one of her favorite people.
Really?
Yes, you know that. Stop playing.
Yeah.
So
Ebony's a favorite of mine too.
Yeah. So make sure that you guys follow us on Instagram, Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Music, Google, Audio Books. We are definitely on Audible.
I say Apple Podcasts. That's what I'm saying.
Yep, we're on all of those social media outlets. Make sure that you follow us, rate us, subscribe on YouTube.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
YouTube.
Definitely get on YouTube and watch us.
Yeah, and share it.
Yes, definitely
share it, like it,
turn on the notification button.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
And everything like that. Y'all want to find some merch? I don't have no merch. I'm traveling. So I don't have no merch with me, but you go to naturallyunbothered.com. Got any merch, cups, shot glasses, t-shirts, hats, anything you want, it's on there. We didn't do a Say My Name because Ebony ain't here, but y'all know that you can also go on the website. There's a little, at the bottom of the website, there's a little place for you to put your Say My Name questions. I know y'all know because y'all be sending it, but I'm just saying for those new listeners, just go on there, put your questions, get you some advice for Ebony. And if you want to leave us an email, it's naturallyunbothered2@gmail.com. naturallyunbothered2@gmail.com. Now let me get y'all this phone number because she would be upset with me if I did not tell y'all our phone number.
You a real one. You a real one.
What?
You got a great memory.
Ebony still don't know this shit. So she still don't know nothing. Let's see. All right. So the phone number is 205-308-8304. That's 205-308-8304. Call us, leave a message, leave some feedback. You know, they put questions on there too. Whatever. Just call us. You know what I'm saying? We'll call Ebony.
Yeah.
Because she the one had a phone. Because I refuse to take the phone because I do everything else. So the phone is hers. And so but we thank you guys for listening. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you guys next week. And don't forget to tell your hoe ass friends to tell their hoe ass friends to tell their hoe ass friends
to find me a sugar mama.
To find him a sugar mama and to tune in to Naturally Unbothered Podcast.